Hey everybody, hope you guys are well. My name is Mo. This is your average logical thinker, and it is a Tuesday. I am grateful to God for waking me up this morning and giving me another chance to be better today than I was yesterday. God's grace and mercy has really brought me through a lot of things, and I'm just grateful to be alive. Some days I wake up and I'm always grateful, but sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And I'm not always so grateful for life, but I have to realize that anytime God wakes me up, look at Nostra and Dave. Blessings to you too. Um, and a guy said this to me, a worker at Lowe's. He said, anytime God wakes you up, that means you still have a purpose on this earth. So I always remember that, you know. I always also wanted to give a condolences to all of the lives that have been lost recently in this Iran war, this unprovoked war we got going on, epic fury, if you will. May God have mercy on their souls, and condolences to their families. They're saying that it was 3 American soldiers, but there's also reports that it might be more. I don't know how true it is that the 3 lives that were lost, hola, Lee, were black. I don't know if that's true. But if so, that just really touches me. I was listening to Demetra K and Donovan Sadiq. They have a channel, and the topic was, should blacks enlist in the military? At this particular point, especially. And my good friend Donovan, Donovan is really one of the only people that I've met via YouTube that I'm actually cool with and still cool with to this day. It's not very many. Most of the people that I end up talking to offline from here, it goes south for some reason. But Donovan is one of the ones that I've been really cool with, and he's taught me a lot of things. He was a pilot in the Air Force, and just a great person overall, very knowledgeable. So anyways, the topic was, should blacks enlist in the military? And Donovan said, Mo, we need your opinion on this one, And I, sent a super chat and just said, I'm grateful for my opportunities in the military, everything that I learned. Oh, my thing went out. Hold on, y'all. Make it a little more bright in this house. We've got overcast because it's winter still. So anyways, I just said, I'm grateful for my opportunities. I live pretty comfortable. But at the end of the day, people have the choice to do whatever the hell it is they want. I'm not here to encourage people or to deter anybody from joining the military, to be honest. Today's gym, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I know that's right. Hey, treasure woman. You have a lot of people saying, what has the government ever done for us as black people? And I wholeheartedly agree. What have they done for us? They owe us a lot. Everybody's got their reparations. Everybody's got their get back, but us. And so I wholeheartedly believe in reparations. But my thing is this. Most black people don't go into the military for patriotism. We just don't. We go in to reap the benefits and to provide for our families. So when you say, why would a black man or woman fight in America's war, there's going to be war regardless. War is going to come, regardless of who's in office and regardless whether we serve or not. Me personally, I would like to see more blacks in the military so that we can control certain things as far as promotion and, you know, being there for one another, mentoring and guiding and things like that. And stopping a lot of the discrimination that goes on in there, you know? But I would never tell somebody do or don't. I say do you. Do what God calls you to do, you know? But it's been great for me. I've definitely reaped benefits from it. I go to school because of it. And I have no qualms with it, personally. Do you stand a risk of dying in war? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know? But you have to make that choice for yourself, whether you're willing to risk that or not. Hey, Lady Di. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Vic. Get a job? Give me a job. Do you have a job to give me? You on here talking about get a job? Can you employ me, sir? What you got, Noah? I should have announced that I was going live so that some of my mods could be here. Lady Di, are you a mod? Yeah, she is. She's probably in and out. So anyways, no, that's a tough job. I don't think I would ever want to do that, Sarah. Just the scrutiny alone. Nope. Getting caught up in scandals. People been brought up all kind of stuff from before I joined the military, since I've been a civilian again. No thanks. What up, Mark? Okay. Yes, scandals. We all got skeletons in our closet now. We all done some shit we weren't supposed to do, right? But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how often I want to go live. If you guys don't know, I did this channel about 4 years ago. And about a year and a half ago, I was going very consistently, going live, uploading videos, things like that. And I was getting a little bit of traction, I think, because I was going regular. And then I created this background and this space, but honestly, this chair is uncomfortable. So I have to figure out what I want to do. I know that there's a lot of things that go into having a successful channel. And really, it's just about whether I'm willing to do that or not. You know, I do enjoy going live. I do enjoy making videos, but my long form videos don't get many views, but I love editing and putting it together. Yes, you did, Sarah. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not going to be on here long because my kid will be home in like 30 minutes. Okay, Mark, I'll answer next time. Yes, hit the like. Hey, LJ. But I joined the channel really for posterity, you know, just so that my son will have something to go back and watch. My grandkids will have something to go back and watch in order to get to know me better. And things like that. It would be nice to be able to make money on here. So I know I have to be more consistent, and I have to have a schedule, and I have to have things lined up, you know. Collaborations never really worked well for me. I've been on a couple of panels, and those were pretty cool. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't my shtick, you know. One thing I'm noticing on this YouTube platform is that it's really a lot of noise. And it's just a lot of opinions and thoughts. And sometimes it can get overwhelming, you know? Because everybody's got an opinion about everything. And I appreciate that. Oh, look at you, Lee Turner. Thank you. That was so sweet. You feel sorry for me? It's like, Mo needs to make some money. Let me put $2 in the chat. I appreciate you. What was an awesome idea? See, I'll be forgetting stuff. I forgot already. But I know that there's things I have to do in order to make this channel grow. There's certain things I'm not willing to do. I know that if I dressed better, if I wore wigs, makeup, you know, had a fancy background, didn't record in my car, but honestly, I got to do what's comfortable for me. And if the people come, the people come. If they don't, they don't, you know? So it sucks that I try to be original and that doesn't work. But I'm still grateful because I have more subs than a lot of people. And the people that I do have that come, I care for seriously. So how did you make a living before YouTube Live, and how are you making a living right now in conjunction with YouTube? You sound like the feds, and I don't know if I should answer that. But I did some time in the military, so I hope that works. No wigs. Ooh, I just bought a new wig too, because I need to I got to take better care of my hair, and I got to start doing some protective styles. So I'm not going to wear it all the time. Just whenever I have it corn rolled and it needs a break. I might have something to hide, but guess what? I'm not going to bear it all on here. I don't even know you, Sojo. Thanks, Gifted Gods. Doing videos for your kid and grandkids to know you. Yeah, that was my main reason, really, was to leave a legacy. Plus, I thought that I had something to share, you know? My very first video was about friendship and what it means to be a friend, you know? So I like to talk about things that I think are relevant. You know, there are some videos that I've ended up deleting because God convicted me and I felt bad and I knew it wasn't right. So some I've privated and some I've deleted, you know, and that's really just having a spiritual connection with Him, knowing what is pleasing to Him and what's not. I'm sure there's still a lot on there that might need to be taken down. And I've lost a lot of watch time hours from doing that, but I have to do what's right, you know. You're in your 40s. What do you mean you did some time in the military? 2 years in the Army? I was in the Air Force, so don't insult me like that. Did you serve, Sojo? Don't tell. I know, right? They nosy. I don't even know this fool, and he asking me all my personal questions. Do you most stay on the grind? I will, Lee Turner. Thank you. How are you guys doing today? How are y'all doing? There's just a lot going on in the world. And I think right now it's time for me specifically to just kill some of the noise, you know. Last night I was listening to a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers because I love them. They're one of my favorite bands. And I just got tired of listening to R&B and the sappy music and the rap and the jazz and So I was like, let me listen to something I haven't listened to in a while. So I was just rocking out, you know. And then it led me to some interviews that I had never known. I didn't know that they had switched out their bass guitarist. because I love Frusciante and I thought he was the shit, but he's left the band like 3 times and replaced it with this weirdo named Josh Klinghoffer, and I had no idea. But the Red Hot Chili Peppers came into town like 3 months ago, but not close enough to me. They were like in Philly or New York or something like that. And I'm like, so y'all can't come to Virginia or North Carolina or Maryland, like somewhere that's driving distance. Y'all got to go all the way out there. Hey, Andre. Thank you, Lady Di. I'm proud of you too. We gotta talk soon. She's another person that I've met on this app that I'm cool with offline. I told you there's only like 3 um, that I deal with outside of YouTube that are cool, but most of my friendships go south. But Lady Di is one, and I love her to pieces. Did you say hot red? No, we're not talking about chitlins today, okay? We're talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anthony Kiedis used to be my crush. But now he's old and he's got this ridiculous mustache that I don't like, and he cut all his hair, so not anymore. Not anymore. But going down that rabbit hole last night, looking at all of their music and some of their old interviews and other people's opinions, was actually pretty cool. And yeah, I just think it's time for change. It's the season of change. I can't wait for the time to change because I'm tired of it getting dark so early. And tonight is supposed to be a lunar thing, so the moon is supposed to be red, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to make sure that me and my son go watch the sunset and check that out tonight. The sun here sets usually around like 5:50 or so, so we got to be out there at a good time. I just finished listening to a little jazz. Ronnie Jordan, yeah. My brother's father used to love Ronnie Jordan. He was a big Ronnie Jordan fan. Thank you, Lady Di. That means a lot. I didn't like him, though. Me and my sister were like the stepkids from hell. So I understand when a lot of men say, I don't want to be a stepdad. Because if you're an asshole, your kids, those kids are going to treat you like that. So if you an a-hole, don't be a stepdad. Don't step into that role. Just don't do it. But shout out to the stepdads that are in there for the win. And they cool with the kids. Oh yeah? On what, YouTube? I bet that was a pretty cool documentary. I was watching a live the other day, guys. And I'm going to end my live with this. This is just a testimony on God's grace and how much he really just like looks out for us and how he uses other people to help us remain closer to him and to remind us of things. Oh, it was on Amazon. Okay. I have to check that out. I'm currently watching another documentary about exes from hell. And what else did I just finish? Oh, I just finished, I love, is it Dave Bautista? I think he's a wrestler maybe in real life, but he's got a movie called Trap House. And that movie was actually pretty good. I watched that this morning. I don't know how I just ended up on the couch. I think I just wanted to occupy myself because my son left and got on the school bus without saying goodbye because he was upset with me. And I told him this before, that we should never depart from each other or go to bed angry, because anything could happen, and it'll make you feel bad and you might regret that. But I got on his ass last night for something. I can't even remember now, but He just blatantly disrespected me, just didn't do exactly what I told him to do, as if I never said to not do that. So I got in his butt, and he went to bed, and I said, "Did you say your prayers?" And he gave me a thumbs up, and then went to bed. And normally we say sweet dreams to each other. He didn't say anything, and he actually went right to bed. You know, whenever you get a good little licking, that wears him out. So this morning, I guess he still was in a mood. I guess he remembered. Normally, in the next morning, if we get into it the night before, the next morning he usually forgets that he's good. But I think he still had a little grudge. And so I had to fuss at him about something else this morning that he didn't do. I'm just like, bro, you know? And so anyways, I came downstairs to be with him to make sure that he didn't miss the bus. And I come downstairs, he turns off the TV. He already had his backpack on, and he just walks out the door. And so I'm looking at the door like, is he for real? And normally I would call him back, but I let him go on this morning. I just let it go. But it really kind of put me in a mood today. Just like a bad mood. Because it's like I don't ever want to depart from my kid. And if something happened to me or him, you know. So we might have a talk about it. But he'll probably come home, hey, Mom, how was your day? So we'll see if he's still got a gripe. But he's getting older. So those hormones are crazy. That's all I know. And this arm has been itching all freaking day. Right where my granny's tattoo is. Name of my granny. Right there. So anyways, God's grace, right? I was listening to another YouTuber who I adore. And they were getting on another YouTuber. They were voicing their opinion about the other YouTuber. And how disappointed they were about, you know, how things went on this panel. And a lady never tells Luke, you're 22, multiply that by 3. That's me. Absolutely not. No, I cannot. So as this person is talking, you know, they go on to talk about, you know, their marriage, and they said, you know, how much they love their husband and their family. And this person said that when it comes to her, the head of her life is her husband, even before God. And she doubled down on it and said, yes, even before God, my husband comes first. And then I thought to myself, ooh, that's wrong. That's not right. What the hell? And then I got off the live because I was conflicted and thinking, and was like, so thank you, Lady Di. How did you know? I went somewhere today and the lady was like, Mo, you different. You must got you a man. I said, why? Because I've been putting clothes on lately instead of wearing gym clothes everywhere. She's just like, you got some glow about you. Anyways, so I was like, I don't think that's right. And so then I got to thinking, my wheels started turning, and I was like, well, maybe she's right. I was like, because I know that the man is supposed to submit to God and the wife is supposed to submit to the husband. But it also says in the Bible, which a lot of people don't reiterate, is that the husband is supposed to submit to the wife as well. Everybody's got different roles, right? And so I got to thinking, well, damn, is that why I haven't been able to settle down? Is because I'm not putting my husband for, am I supposed to put my man before God? Like, that can't be right. Like, God is the head. Everybody in the household is supposed to submit to God. But when it comes to your husband, the husband and wife are supposed to be a team. And yes, the wife is supposed to submit to her husband, and he's supposed to submit to God. But God is supposed to be the head of everybody's life, right? And so I was thinking to myself, maybe this is wrong. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. maybe that's how it's supposed to be, you know? And I said, I'm gonna have to do some research and read on it, right? And that thing was just bothering me all day, but I didn't get a chance to read. So the next morning when I woke up, it was still on my mind because I was like, have I had it wrong all this time? Like, because this person appears to have a successful marriage. I don't know. But we never know what goes on back, behind the scenes, right? People get online and lie and fake, and you could be a whole doctor on YouTube and be lying. My name is such and such, and I'm a therapist. Fake name and everything, so you can't verify, right? Anyways, I'm not saying this person is that. I'm just saying you just never know. So I go to church, and my pastor is talking. We're reading from John, and he goes on to give an illustration. And this is where God's grace comes in, because I probably never would have looked this up. I still have to read, but he placed it on this pastor's heart to tell this story, which is exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you, Lady Di. So he had an illustration, which he never uses props ever. But this time he had this game that he said his mom gave him called Don't Go Nuts, or It'll Drive You Nuts. And in the middle is a nut, and there's all of these numbers, and each number has to touch the same number on all sides in order for it to fit properly. And so he used that illustration as far as if that centerpiece is anywhere else than where it's supposed to be, then it throws the whole game off. And he said, God is the center, and everything else comes secondary and tertiary. And he specifically said, if you are married, your husband comes after God. Your wife comes after God. Your children come after God. And I just looked and I said, Lord, you love me so much that you will put on other people's hearts to say what it is that I need to hear. Because I was conflicted about that thing. Like, am I thinking right? Are you supposed to put your husband before God? Like, I was I was befuddled, like, for real. So for my pastor to say those exact words, that's how much he loves me, to remind me. You may be listening to nonsense, but I am the true and living God, and you're going to get this understanding. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful. God loves me that much. I mean, I can't even. Have you guys ever had a miracle like that? Lady Di says, God first before all else. He has to be the center, the core. Because when you put your children, your spouses in his position, that becomes your idol. That's what you worship. A lot of people lose kids, they lose spouses, and I think a lot of times it's because we put them first instead of God. We have to remember God is a jealous God. So I try my best not to idolize my son and make sure that I do this and do that because he comes first. No, God comes first. And then I listen to God tell me how to handle him. Just like with me, I had to pop him last night because my son has gotten to a point where he don't listen. He hears my voice. It's like that lady on Charlie Brown, wah, 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 wah. So I've learned now to stop him in his tracks, make him face me, look me in the eyes. Did you hear what I just said? Repeat it back. And when I don't do that, he does what he wants. So I had to put hands on him because sometimes that's the only way it will register. The Bible says, do not spare the rod. And I have been sparing the rod too much because I don't want to rock the boat. Because I don't want my kid to be mad at me. F that. He's got to learn. And if I got to be the bad guy, I'm going to be the bad guy. And then he gets on the bus and not say goodbye to me. So I got to deal with that. But it's all a learning process. It's all just us living. None of us has it down perfect, right? We all just learning, and that's okay. You know, I've learned from all kinds of people. Smart people, dumb people, ignorant people, people who've learned the hard way, people that are wise, um, people younger than me, people older than me, you know. Today I heard a woman talk about identity and how although she's in her 60s, she still struggles with who she is as a person. She doesn't sometimes still understand who is she, you know? And it was so interesting because a lot of other people totally understood where she was coming from, you know? And I'm finally getting back to a point where I'm understanding who I am and appreciating who I am for me. Knowledge of self is so important, you know? One thing I heard Joe Budden say one time that I'll never forget was, you better know who you are before you let somebody else tell you who you are. And that stuck with me. I say, you damn right. I better know who I am. I better know what triggers me. I better know what I like and what I don't like before I allow somebody else to figure out who I am and use it against me. All kids learn some the hard way. Yeah, buddy. A lot of them can't be wise like us and see, ooh, that's bad. I'm not going to do that. A lot of them got to learn the hard way. Hey, Cam, how are you? Are we at 50 subscribers yet? Are we almost there? If I could subscribe twice, I would. Free Winston. Who Winston? Who is Winston? If you're talking about my son, his name is Bishop. And ain't no freeing him no time soon. We're going to have a talk when he get off that bus soon. You're halfway there. We just got to get everybody on Creekree's channel to sub. And you'll get there. Put a super chat and say, subscribe to my channel, damn it. And they'll subscribe. Lady Di says, send him to me. We will probably get along very well. In a lot of ways, he reminds me of me being a preteen. Lord. Yeah, he good for everybody else. It's just me. But overall, he's a good kid. I'm so blessed. I mean, having him saved my life, literally. God knew what he was doing when he put that baby in me. So I can't complain. There's always going to be some bumps in the road, right? But you ain't got to tell me twice. I will put him on a plane to Washington real quick. Do not threaten me with a good time, okay? All right, Lee Turner already subbed. Lady Di, will you sub to Cam's channel? Put it in the chat. Yeah, we halfway there because YouTube be acting up. It don't like certain stuff, and that's crazy to me. I mean, you can get people on here cussing up a storm, being racist and being misogynist and, you know, all kind of stuff. And it can fly. And it's like, you come on and speak another language and they ban you. Is weird. Okay, he said he subbed the other night. But I just wanted to talk a little bit and holler at you guys and see who would come on. Again, condolences to the 3 or more U.S. soldiers that we've lost so far, and those that they have not said we've lost, and to all of the 800 innocent folks in Iran that are no longer here. Deepest condolences, and may God have mercy on their souls. Um, at the end of the day, we can only control what we can control, right? So we can be mad about what our current administration is doing, but the best thing to do is just get your house in order, worry about you, take care of you, um, save your money, don't overspend, love on those that love you, respect those that respect you, um, have your tribe, your family, and keep those that are important to you close. And don't take each other for granted. You know, don't take life for granted because they could retaliate at any moment. Supposedly, we knocked out their nuclear thing. I don't know. But from what I understand, Iran ain't nothing to fuck with. So we might be in a pickle, y'all. Just know there's more to come. So love on your families and do what you can. Hey, go Cree. What's the channel? Of course I will subscribe. Cam, put your channel in the chat. Tap on Cam's thing, Lady Di, and see if it'll come up. Because I don't know if it's just Black Couch, if it's at Black Couch, if it's at Cam dash Z6. I'm like, I can't type all that in. I ain't got a pen to write it down and go back and type in. Like, make it easy on the people. And crack will do it for you. You be up for days looking for that next hit, right? But don't do it, y'all. I am not from Brooklyn, Marvin. I'm from Killicali. You see that back there? What does that say? Dago. Cali, baby. West side is the best side all day, every day. What up, G? Wouldn't you like to know, Lee Turner, if it's real or not? Guess. He up now? Couch is up now? Oh, Lord. Couch ain't unk age, is he? Thanks, Thomas. Couch is not unk age. He almost. He's still in the zaddy category. He's still a zaddy out there, especially when he wore them shades in that car. So is Lee Turner. Lee Turner's still zaddy age. Gary Brown is poppy age. He ain't zaddy age just yet. Where were you guys at before? Whose live did you just get off of? $61? You right behind Couch. I still don't think you're the oldest person in Cree's chat, though. Derek Gaines almost up there. Uncle Zaddy. That's right, Cree. I like it. Uncle Zaddy. Sheila went live? I missed it. She must have went live when I went live. I didn't see her on there. Mark Cooper's live too? I didn't know Mark Cooper had a channel. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and catch Sheila's live. Oh, Pinball and OG Coop. Okay. Gen X uncles, yeah. Mark Cooper is the oldest. How old is he? Yeah, 61's a good age. I met me a 70-year-old the other day. I was like, oh, you can get it. That 70-year-old man was looking good. I was like, but I don't know. I ain't trying to catch worms now. Oh, 65. Yeah, 65 is a good age. You get all the AARP benefits at 65 now. We can get discounts at the movie. I think McDonald's, when I worked at McDonald's, we gave a discount to the seniors. You can get a discount at Mickey D's. It's a good age. It really is a blessing to get older. I used to hate getting older. I used to hate telling my age. I used to hate, I mean, I love my birthday because it's on New Year's Eve. So everybody would turn up on my birthday. It was always something to do. Cam says, I'm only 49. I know you lying. But now that I'm getting older, learning more, I'm actually appreciating it. I don't like the fact that I have to do like this when I'm, putting my neck cream on. They say you have to go upwards to keep it smooth. Because I don't want that old lady neck. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta... There go my son's bus. Hold on, y'all. We gonna see if he come in still with an attitude, y'all. We gonna see if he done forgot about last night and this morning. She said, you a 49-year-old lie. He already came clean. He came clean. He said I was lying. Look at Shayla. You was live, girl. I didn't see. I'm going to have to go back and look. Old lady. Yeah, I don't want that old lady in there. But I already know it's already, you see? It's already. I don't like it. And then when I lost weight, my hands got all wrinkly. I was like, is this part of losing weight? Like, and I seen a lady just so happened she had fat injected in her hands to fill out the wrinkles. I was like, I ain't doing all that. Stop it, Lee Turner. Free nothing. Listen, he'll be free if you come in with a nice attitude. For those of y'all that missed it, my son got on the school bus this morning because I had to get in that ass because he was acting a fool, and so I had to get on him about something. So I came downstairs to, say goodbye, do our creed, all that stuff. And this fool turned off the TV, got up, and walked outside. And I didn't see him again. He didn't say, have a good day, Mom, nothing. No kiss, no nothing. We can never be happy. You didn't guess. Do you think it's real or fake? Those late 30 vibes, I'll take it. I'll take it, baby. I'll take it. But truth is, I don't get carded anymore. But I think it's my voice. Can I get a pack of, like this old bitch. She old enough, especially with that voice. And that neck. And that style. She definitely old enough to purchase some smokes. Okay, I'll take it too. Yeah, that's right, Shayla. Blessed with them jeans. How you gonna ask her if the plants are real? She's a garden lady, so she might know. Is my plant real? Plants are pretty, but I can't do plants. They never survive with me. What? One of my friends said, if you ain't got a green thumb, that's a sign you can't keep a man. I took that shit to heart. I said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to keep a plant alive. Okay? I've been Googling and chat GPT and everything else. Sheila say it's real, so it's real. Aw. Couch, but you be out there mowing that lawn like it's something. It's almost time for the lawns to get mine is the green is starting to come back, but I still got a lot of brown. Yeah, I love a plant that looks fake but be real. Be like, oh my God, this is so pretty. Lisa, I got a cactus. You ain't got to do nothing to it. Maybe water it once a month and it's good. Okay, he getting off the bus, y'all. We gonna see what kind of attitude he in. He probably gonna front for the cameras though. If you see that camera, he might automatically get into a good mood. Cause he be faking. He a lion Libra. They don't require a lot of sunlight, which I like. Which ones? What type of plants? Because I have a one that makes lilies, but I can't remember what the name of it is. I looked it up and it said it could take a little bit of indirect light. Because I have a thing that's hanging from the wall, a nice sack that matches my decor that I want to put a plant in. Hi, Bishop.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
That's good. You have a good day at school?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
So, son, question for you.
Yes.
You left this morning and you didn't say goodbye. What was that about? What was that about?
Yes.
You were still mad at me for getting in that ass?
No.
Then what?
I thought you heard me.
No, you said goodbye? Did you whisper it?
Yeah, bye.
I didn't. I was sitting right here on the couch. I didn't hear anything. It made me sad all day.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Hi. How you doing?
Look at Lady Di. Look at Lee Turner say, "Free Bishop." He on your side. He don't even know what happened.
What's going on?
I told them about how it made me sad that you, look at Rican Princess called you a cutie pie. I told them how it made me sad when you left for school this morning and you didn't say goodbye, and I couldn't believe it and it hurt my feelings. So I was telling them the story. Cam says hi.
Hi.
Lee Turner says, "Free Bishop. Let him out of jail." Lady Di said, "I can send you to her. She'll get you straight."
I think I'll decline that offer.
No, Lady Di will actually probably spoil you for sure. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes, I was just kidding.
Lady Di been and gave you everything you want and more. Yes, teenage drama. Do you have teenagers, Gary?
Teenage.
You too, Darth Alba.
Wait, were you even mad about me? Were you
You
mad?
25, cut it out. Oh, you better stop, Gary Brown.
Wait.
If you know what's good for you.
Wait, what were you mad at me about again?
I wasn't mad. I was sad because you left the house this morning and you didn't say goodbye.
Yes. What did you do to me that made me mad because you were mad?
I don't know. What did I know I got on your behind about something. But I made you a biscuit. You ate that.
I was just trying to get outside in a rush.
But you normally say goodbye and usually give me a kiss and you usually do your creed before you leave. So why didn't you do all that? Because you were mad. You could be honest.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I really was.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, go get your snack or something. I'm about to end this live. Say goodbye.
How are you doing?
They already said they good. Now, bye.
Oh, man.
Ooh, look, Lady Di said we're twins. You got to admit it.
We do not.
I know Lady Di. She said spoiling is what I do best.
We do not look like twins. Look.
We're twins.
No, we're not.
Love you.
Anyway, I thought you look better without the makeup, to be true.
Why do you say that every time I don't have any makeup on. All I got is some lip stuff and eyeliner.
Yes,
but I don't have any foundation.
Yes, I don't like that eyeliner.
You don't like the eyeliner? I like it.
And anything that involves putting it on the face to me is considered makeup because you're making it up.
It's enhancement. It's just an enhancement.
Kind of seems like the enhancement.
Is it your goal to see? You see how passive aggressive he is? He really is still mad, so he wants to come on here and talk mess about me and make me look bad in front of y'all. He feeling better already. Yep. All right, go get your snack. So I say goodbye to my friends. And say goodbye to my YouTube friends. Get up. Quit being silly. Go wash your hands first, okay? Go wash your hands. All right, y'all. My phone is about to die. I love you guys, though.
Bye.
What's today? Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh. I got it. Came off the thing.
See ya.
See ya.
Have a good day.
Lee Turner said, "Team all natural."
Have a good day.
So yeah, y'all. Have a good day. Stay blessed. Just know that if God woke you up this morning, that you still have purpose on this planet. There's a reason why you are still here. There is a reason. Stay connected to Him, and always, always put God first. Not second, not third. He comes first. If you do that, I promise you everything else falls in line. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll make your life a lot more easier, a lot more simpler. For real, for real. Peace, Cam. Peace, Lee Turner.
Peace.
Peace, Sheila. Shayla, my bad. I don't want you to... Sheila been at karate chop me in the throat. Lady Di, yes. Talk later for sure. Love you too. Gary Brown. Who else came on here? That's it. Chitlin Loaf. Go Cree Cree. Some new people. I hope you guys subscribed. If you guys are new to the channel, I just go live and talk about whatever's on my heart. Whatever I want to talk about, really. Sometimes it's trending topics, and sometimes it's just things that's on my mind, and sometimes I just want to connect with the people, you know? But if you're interested in that and you like what you've seen so far, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe and come back. I appreciate you guys. Yes, love you too. It's all love, darling. If I ain't on you, then you are. I figured you was one of them types. All right, I'll check you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.